Today I'm going to bring to you my top 4 exercises for biceps to grow mass, cutting out, leaning out, whatever you want to do. These are my top 4 exercises I recommend you having in your routine. So let's not wasting time. Here we go, starting with number 4.
Maybach music.
Alright, so starting off, we have some standing barbell bicep curls. This is one of my favorite movements for adding on some bicep mass. It really lets you lift heavy and keep a good contraction the whole way through. The thing I like the most about it is being able to keep your biceps supinated on like an easy curl, because if you don't know that, that's one of the primary motions your biceps are meant to do, is supinate your hands. But it also allows you to lift heavy. As you can see, I'm rocking a little bit in the video. On this movement, you do want to cheat a little bit just to get the weight in, but you should still be squeezing the bicep the entire time through it and feeling it there. Even on the way down, you want to come nice and slow and focus on that squeeze, almost like you're trying to curl it again back on the way up, because that negative is where you're going to get a big portion of muscle growth from. And you also want your elbows to come slightly forward and stay nice and tight to your side. You do not want to pull your elbows back and almost row the bar up. That is a mistake a lot of people make with this movement. Your goal is going to be getting as many quality reps as you can. On this movement, I usually do anywhere between 6 to 10 reps.
Maybach music.
Alright, and the next movement we have coming here is our dumbbell hammer curls. I like to do these single-armed, one arm at a time. I feel like it lets me get a better focus on the muscle group each arm. You can do them 2 arms at a time, whichever preference is for you. The 2 arms will go a little bit faster than the single arm. But in this movement, again, you want to keep your elbow nice and tight to you. I come just past halfway up, like making a 90-degree with my arm. And you really want to pull your elbow forward just slightly on this one also. You don't want to... The one mistake a lot of people make is they'll push their elbow back and pull it straight up. It's more of an arc you're making on this movement. The best thing to do is really focus on that squeeze. Again, you're not really cheating on this one. I lean a little bit to the one side just because, you're pulling with that side.
Maybach music.
Alright, moving into the second movement here. Not the best angle on this one. It was a little hard because I just had to set my camera down and record, and this was the best angle I could find. But we have our incline dumbbell curls. This is almost like a concentration curl because of the way your elbow is pinned against the bench, but you want to sit back. I have the bench at pretty much where I'd use it for an incline press. You squeeze your shoulders back, keep your core tight. You can again do this single armed or 2 arms. This movement I prefer to do 2 arms at a time, and you really want to focus on keeping your elbows in the same spot and curling with the bicep and not letting the shoulder take over. You also want to avoid swinging. You see I come down and I come to a full stop and wait a second before I go back up, so I'm not swinging the dumbbells up. Anyone could sit there and swing the dumbbells for days. You want to make sure you're really focusing on that muscle group, and this is where you're really going to push it. You want to do a little bit lighter weight on this one.
Maybach music.
Alright, and the last movement we have here is a bent over concentration curl. I prefer this method a lot more than putting your elbow up against your knee. I feel like you get a much better contraction, and that twist at the bottom really helps stretch out the bicep and again work that supinating motion that is supposed to be going through. What you really want to focus on here is you want to keep your back nice and flat. You get a bench or anything you need to lean kind of against. You keep that elbow in the same exact spot. As you're watching, my elbow is not moving. I'm just moving the dumbbell up in that arcing motion up to my chest and back down, nice and slow. Again, this is a finesse movement, kind of like the incline curl, so you want to use a little bit lighter weight. You're more focused on the contraction here as opposed to moving the most amount of weight you can. In this movement, we're really going to hit the bicep peak. That bulk of bicep that you see when you flex your muscle or flex your arm is what we're working on here. You're going to do each side. You want to make sure you do your weaker side first on any movement you're doing single arm. Always do your weaker side first, because if you can only do 10 reps on that side, you only want to do 10 reps on the other side. But here you can really see that twisting motion in my elbow staying pretty much exactly in the same place through the whole movement. That's what you really want to focus in. That's the one thing I tell myself through the whole movement is keeping that elbow in place. I know I'm touching on it a lot, but that is key to this movement and performing it properly, because if you're not keeping that elbow in place, you're not working your bicep to the full potential. And as I finish up this set, that'll be our last movement. And really, you don't have to do these all in one day, but I do recommend having all 4 of these movements somewhere in your bicep routine. And there you guys have it. Those are my top 4 exercises for growing bicep mass, leaning out, cutting, whatever you guys want to do. I recommend you have those in your routine somewhere, because you should be working out biceps more than once a week. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, comment below, or if you have any recommendations or requests that you'd like to see, go ahead and comment down below. Also, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to continue along with the Getting Fit for Summer series. And I'm also going to leave a link to my Instagram down below. Go ahead and click down there and follow if you'd like. But we also give away a bunch of free fitness tips and advice on there. So until next time, I'll see you guys.